What's the mood in the club like, mate?
Yeah, pretty good. You know, we're enjoying the way that we're playing our footy at the moment. To have a pretty big win like yesterday, they don't come around too often. So we're enjoying it this morning, and the boys are having a good laugh. But you know, also we've got to move on pretty quick and keep going next week. It's just the nature of the game.
When's the last time you had a feeling like that?
Oh, yeah, it was been for a little bit of a while. You know, 2006 and 7 when I came here, we were winning a fair bit. So it's been a while. Yeah.
And Collingwood, have you already turned your thoughts to them?
Well, we will. Yeah, we will coming this week. That's going to be a tough go, but you know, wins like yesterday, you have to enjoy them, but also, yeah, you just have to keep moving on pretty quick as well. So boys will be pretty motivated to put up the same performance as we did yesterday.
Is that the true test? Sorry, is that the true
that's
test
right.
for you? You think that's the one?
Against Collingwood, yeah. Well, it will be because they've been the benchmark for a while, but we want to do that every week, you know. So it doesn't matter too much what other sides want to bring. We want to keep bringing the pressure and keep playing good footy like we have been. So that's the aim for us.
You mentioned how wins like that don't come along often. 100 points and a bloke kicking 10. Is that one of the times where the coach says, yeah, you can enjoy it for a little bit longer and soak it in?
Well, no, Woosha was very good. He didn't say it a lot last night, but basically his key message once again was make sure, yeah, we've got to enjoy that, but we've got to keep moving on. So just the way footy is, you have to keep moving along. So end of the season, maybe you can sit back and look at that, but we've got to keep moving along and keep going.
Josh Kennedy up and about today?
Yeah, he is. Yeah. Lecker's been getting into him, saying now it's pretty hard to kick 12 and he only kicked 10. But yeah, it is. That's pretty special. That doesn't come along too often, and to be a part of that, you know, Lecker's 12 last year and Joshy's 10 is pretty good.
Were you on the field when he kicked the 10?
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
so
yeah.
Did you all? Was it a case of that everyone knew that he was going for 10 and you all decided to tell them? Figured it out.
Yeah, a couple of people. Yeah, we were like sheep. We just followed, but yeah, I only knew he was on 8 or 9 late when I came to the bench, and they said yeah, he's on 8 or 9, and he kicked it, so we'll get around him. Yeah.
And what about Luke Shuey? Sorry, what about Luke Shuey? Had one of the great games, 5 goals.
Yeah.
Been overshadowed a bit, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has been, unfortunately. But you know, Luke enjoys playing his role for the side, and yesterday it worked out well for him. They got a fair bit of footy and kicked a few goals, but every week he keeps working on putting on his pressure, keep doing the things for his teammates, and yesterday it paid off with kicking a few goals.
Only 31 inside 50s, I think, from the Bulldogs. Must make your job in the back line a bit easier.
Yeah, it certainly has been. It certainly has been compared to the last couple of years, and that's all credit to we've been winning the centre square stoppages and getting inside 50, and that's just what matters really. And when the ball comes in, it's under pressure, so it makes our job a bit easier.
Shannon, did you get a chance to see the end of Collingwood's game yesterday against Adelaide?
No, I haven't. No, sorry, mate.
Have you heard about how they came back from virtually out of nowhere? And
I saw a little bit early, and that Adelaide were going all right, and then Collingwood must have kicked away. So we know, as most teams are, they're capable of kicking 10, 11 goals like Collingwood did yesterday. So that's why you just have to be on your game for the whole 4 quarters.
How much of your game is based on their press and the way they played last year? It seems to be a similarity.
Yeah, there is, but I think that's how football's played now. Everyone wants to lock it inside 50 and put as much pressure on the ball as it comes out. So that's basically where the game's going. Collingwood are pretty good at it, and everyone wants to get to their standard. So that's what everyone's been trying to do.
How much has Woosha sort of loosened the shackles on you guys to sort of say, you know, we know what sort of footballers you are, give you a bit more free rein? Is that sort of giving you guys, you think, a bit more sort of, you know, interest in what you want to do, what you're good at?
Yeah, it has. Woosha's been very good in having the belief in us even last year, and he's kept trying to install that in us. And it was just one of the things that we had to get and actually, you know, properly feel it. And this year it's just, you know, we've been playing some pretty good footy, getting the confidence from winning a few games, and you know, Woosha keeps backing us in, and I think that does give you confidence, and it's just happened to pay dividends of late.
Do you back yourselves in similarly next weekend as you did yesterday?
Yeah, we will. Yep. And you have to in this game, because otherwise, you know, if you're going with negative thoughts or negative feelings about the game, you're on the back foot, and it's pretty hard to win from that. So you have to go in being positive and believing in what, you know, how we want to play, and I think we've been doing that.
Is confidence an all-time high after a result like that as well?
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. So we're pretty confident with the way everything's going, but at the same time, pretty realistic that we've got to keep performing and keep playing well and keep lifting the bar. And once again, that's just the nature of the game, and we have to keep playing well.
With wins like that, does it remind you that, you know, everything you're doing is working, so you're on the right track?
Yeah, it does. You know, it's a bit of a reward for all the effort that we've done through the pre-season and throughout the year. So it is just an indicator that we're going the right way. And yeah, once again, just need to keep reinforcing and keep doing it for the whole year.
Do you feel like you could play finals now?
Oh yeah, certainly. Every year when you go in, you want to be able to play finals, but that's probably once again another tick in the box on the way to playing finals. We just need to keep playing consistent footy and not get ahead of ourselves, because we over the last couple of years, and we've been playing some pretty good footy. So we need to make sure that we just keep going, and it's all cliche, but 1 week at a time, because fall in the trap of getting ahead of yourselves, you can quite easily lose a couple of games, and all of a sudden you're behind the 8 ball again.
The next month, though, looks pretty good after Collingwood, Adelaide, Port Adelaide and the Gold Coast, 3 sides below you on the 8. Great chance to cement your spot in the 8.
Yeah, well, it will be. Yes, it will be. So we want to win every week, regardless of who we're playing, but it can certainly be a good opportunity for us. Yeah, we still have to play well. Doesn't matter who you're playing against, but we'll have to play well, and if we can do that, that'll help us to be able to play.
And Collingwood's coming at a good time for you, do you think?
In what way?
With your momentum at the moment.
Yeah, well, yes, it is a bit, yes. We're pretty confident with the way we're playing footy, and it's coming along quite well, so it'll be a good challenge for us.
What do you have to do to beat them? Is there a key? Is there a side of the game where you're going to say, this is where we can get them?
I think you have to be playing every minute of the game basically, and you have to be using the ball well against them. Adelaide did that for probably their 3 quarters, and you just have to be doing it for 4 quarters, and that's what we'll be aiming to do.
Can you explain to the average punter the forward press, your forward press versus their forward press, what it'll be like? Is it hard to explain? Yeah,
it is hard to explain, but once you get it inside forward 50, everyone wants to put pressure on and just try to get up in your face basically. So the bloke with the ball trying to run out of defence just want to cut down his options and get in his road basically. So that's the forward press.
And 101. Do you feel like you've modelled yours on theirs or not?
Well, yeah, as I said, everyone's basically tried to do a press, and we looked at a bit of Collingwood, but other sides, and we just want to, basically it's just simple that you just want to cut down opposition's options coming out back 50 and put as much pressure on them.
How's Mark McCoskey's noggin today?
Yeah, he'll be a bit upset with his looks, but pretty good. It's pretty good, so he's fine.
What about his foot, Shannon? Had his boot off when he came off in the third quarter of that?
Okay, no, he'd be all good. No, he did the recovery and did the run this morning, so he's pretty happy.